Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you and Lamont. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Zaya here. And if you guys have been watching regularly, you might have noticed that I kind of may have taken a little bit of a Corey Kenshin-ish type of break. It's been about maybe 6-7 days, almost a week since I uploaded a new video, and I wanted to give you guys an update on why I kind of made that decision and not just kind of leave you guys in the dark. And I wanted to kind of talk about how it's been affecting me, and most importantly, why it might be something that you might want to consider doing yourself. And this isn't me trying to justify why I've been gone. It's just me sharing about the importance of self-care and mental wellness. Because like I've said in previous videos, I'm really a big advocate about mental health, and I know that it's overlooked, especially when you're driven by your passions or your hustles. Sometimes you can overlook what your body is trying to tell you. So let's get this out of the way. I do feel bad that I took that long of a break from making videos. I was committed to growing this channel, and I said we would get to 700, and we did it. And I said next was going to be 1,000, and we've got close, but we haven't really made strides throughout this entire month of March and February. And I love making content for all of you, and so stepping away for that long made me feel like I was letting you guys down. But in reality, I felt overwhelmed. I was burnt out. I was mentally drained. My creativity got low. My motivation was slipping. And it wasn't so much as I didn't want to make videos anymore, but it felt like I was forcing myself to make videos instead of genuinely enjoying making the videos and talking about things that I wanted to talk about. And so I think it's important to highlight listening to your own body and listening to what your mind is telling you when you go through things like this, because taking a break isn't a weakness, it's a strength that you can use for yourself. Because I already know I work a lot. I work on doing things for my own fraternity. I work on making these YouTube videos. I work at an actual job. And it's having that self-awareness to know when you need to recharge, when you need to just step back and think about things, because taking a mental break lets you recharge your creativity. Because when you step back, you start seeing things again from a fresh perspective. You can reconnect with yourself, and sometimes being caught up in that grind and grinding over and over and over every single day may just make you lose sight of why you're doing something in the first place. And most importantly, it protects your mental health, because burnout is real, and overworking yourself can lead to stress, anxiety, or worse. Take for a good example, like when you're playing like ranked or any type of game, for example, right? You're doing really well in the beginning, and you see that success, and you keep trying and trying and trying, and eventually you get addicted because you keep losing, right? Like I said, Apex, for example, you gained like 300 RP, and then you lost maybe 250 of it, and you're like, well, I already gained that 300. I know I can get that 300 back. And then you start losing more and more and more because you don't know when to just take a step back and say, all right, that 300 was enough. I need to just take a step back, recharge a little bit, because now I'm overworking myself, right? And I honestly really thought that I was going to lose a lot of the momentum on the channel. I mean, I did. None of the videos are ever going to break when I hit like that 5K video, or I think 7K. I don't know how many views it has right now, but I was really thinking that a lot of you guys were going to move on or just forget about me. But taking that long of a break isn't really as damaging as you think it will be, because I saw a lot of comments from a lot of repeat people who continuously watch my video. And one of my very, very long time friends that I've been friends with for a long time. Even she said that she's waiting for me to drop another video, and in that moment it really helped me because I took that break. My mind was clear, my stress dropped, and I remembered why I loved doing this in the first place. And after that, I started doing a lot more things now. Like, I started dedicating time to coding and making games again, and I'm really dedicated to that. And I'm actually making a game right now that I actually really enjoy. So hopefully I can get you guys up to speed on that sometime. But yeah, I started dedicating more time to cooking and doing things that I actually enjoy. And my passion started coming out again because now I'm not focused on the grind and trying to grind every single day. I'm actually focused on myself. And that's the thing. You can have a positive way of putting yourself first and a negative way of putting yourself first. And that's why I say you have to always listen to what your body is telling you, because I don't mean for this video as my comeback video to say that I'm going to be always taking constant breaks. But watching a Corey video, he really made me realize he was talking about how, like, he was still dedicated to doing 100 uploads for this year. And he really wanted to emphasize about his schedule. And it's like the same for me. It's like, yeah, I don't have a schedule like him, but I do meetings with the company that I have. I work from like 9 in the morning to almost 9 at night. I do all this stuff, and it's like the hustle is essential and the consistency matters, and I'm dedicated to giving you guys content regularly. But with that schedule, you have to find that balance between grinding all the time and taking care of your own mental health, because like your body, you can work out every single day, but you also need those rest days or you're not going to get any stronger. You're going to burn yourself out or injure yourself. And your mind is exactly the same. It's like this video right now. I've been talking for about 7 minutes straight right now without any hiccups, without any real like mess ups. And I'm very happy about that, because I was making videos before and I was constantly messing up or constantly redoing things over and over and over again. And that's because that burnout was coming, right? And that burnout is not just the feeling of being tired. It's feeling mentally drained to the point where things just become harder. Burnout sneaks up slowly and you might not even realize it at first. It's manifested in lack of inspiration and creativity, feeling like things become a chore rather than a joy, and being overly critical of yourself and whatever you're doing, leading to self-doubt and anxiety. And recognizing these signs are crucial, because if you're experiencing the same thing, it might be time for you to just take a pause and reset yourself. And another reason a break feels scary is because we live in a hyper-connected world where consistency is praised above everything else. And social media teaches you that if you're not constantly active, relevant, or persistent or present, that you risk becoming irrelevant. And, you know, the fear of missing out makes taking a break harder. It feels like if you're not posting, you're falling behind. But to be truthful, your mental health is infinitely more important than temporary online visibility, because yeah, you may lose out on a couple of people, some people may unsubscribe, but you know the type of presence you make when the real people who watch your videos since day one or love seeing the type of things that you're doing come back no matter what. So you guys are probably wondering, what did I do during my break? Well, I mean, during that break, really, I just focused on work. I started actually like finding my passion again in gaming. Like I said, I started making games again and actually sitting around coding and finding enjoyment in doing it all over again. I started focusing more on making sure that my money was good, and I started cooking. I started journaling. So that might be something that you guys might be interested in, is starting to journal. I mean, it's healthy, and I only just started it today, so don't sit here and act like I'm the king of journaling now. But nah, actually like started to do a journal, and I'm gonna try and do it every single day. No, I am going to do it every single day, but I started focusing on just being outside more and being more social and purely enjoying myself instead of focusing on the content. And yeah, I did come up with a lot of ideas that I want to do, and I think that's the thing that stressed me out, is the overflow of ideas that I had, and I had to take a step back and just be like, what do you want to do? Okay, think about it, come back stronger, and everything will be good, right? Because after this short break, it kind of made me realize something, is that when I'm mentally and emotionally balanced, my content is a lot better. And I see it because I am just flowing and talking with all of these ideas and making these videos sound so much better. And now, instead of feeling behind, I'm back with like a clearer vision, like a renewed passion, and I just genuinely feel better about the content that I'm making. And I'm really excited to bring you guys some more videos. So, you know, the break was well overdue, but I'm happy that now I'm actually doing this again, and I'm feeling so much better now and not overwhelmed. But if you guys feel overwhelmed, stuck, or creatively drained, maybe it's time to just take a short pause. It doesn't have to be as long as I did. It doesn't have to be a week. Just take a day or two. Disconnect from whatever it is that you're doing and reset yourself. Have a different perspective and just bring your mental back to where it needs to be, because mental breaks are essential to maintaining productivity and passion in the long run. They're not wasted days. They're investments in your future, creativity, and happiness. So if you're thinking about taking a step back, even briefly, know that it's okay. Don't beat yourself up over not doing something that you needed to do for a week. Unless it's your actual job that pays you, then that might be a problem. But if you're working on stuff and you feel like everything's getting overwhelming, just take a step back and breathe. It is okay to take a mental health day, because it might be necessary. You're not lazy, you're not weak, you're human, and taking care of yourself is critical. So it's okay to step away, it's okay to prioritize your mental health, and it's definitely okay to come back stronger after a break, because this helped me refocus, recharge, and reconnect. And for the people that didn't stick around, that's fine, you know? They didn't stick around, and there's nothing I can do about that. But for the people who did, take care of yourselves, take care of your mind, and your mind will take care of you. And that's where I'll leave it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell so you're notified of videos that I make. Do anything you guys can to have my non-existent videos be seen. And with that, Desaya signing off.